Gate 14 podcast. What a week. What a week for the brand. What a week for the Toronto Blue Jays. You want to talk about a team coming straight from the dead. You just truly love to see it. Avery, what's up, man? How are you doing? How's the mood with the Toronto Blue Jays right now?
It's okay. Um, Yesterday, like if we won again today, 4-1, you'd be happy, but there'd still be some cause for concern. A 2-0 win yesterday doesn't answer any questions about this offense, but no, I mean you'll take wins where you can get them, right?
It's just when you're out, they always somehow pull you back in.
Do
Like
you think you'd ever
yesterday.
be? You think you'd be pulled back in by Ernie Clement?
Oh yeah, Ernie Clement saved the season. That's what the people are saying, at least, or maybe Don Mattingly saved the season. Uh, what a week, man! I mean, so much shit happened this week. The Monday stream, heard around the world, was a nightmare. I mean, it was dead straight from the get go. They didn't stand a chicken's dick chance against the bullpen day. You just hate to see it. But before we go into the Jays games, let's go into some house cleaning stuff here. I have some stuff written down here that we got to discuss. So tomorrow is me versus Avery, part one. I don't know when the video is going to be releasing. Hopefully, Judah works his magic next week. I want to wear an arm sleeve. I just don't want to buy an arm sleeve and then never wear it again. I don't know what I got. I don't know what I'm going to wear, but I need to come in hot for the people. I need to look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah, for me, it's not about look; it's about just getting the ball in the
I'm
fucking
not
basket.
worried. I'm really not. I hope I get old takes exposed. The only thing that I think you could maybe do is bully me, but I'll just take charges, and it's call
I,
your own foul. So I
no, there,
just
I will not be. I will not be subjected to you pretending to take charges and then calling fake fouls on them. No, I'm just like, it's tough because I'm like really fat now, but like I could play a little bit of basketball.
yeah, I can't. I really can't. Besides that video, and be honest, I look good in that video.
Yeah, but the net is 8 feet in that
No, it's
ring.
not. That is a juke. That is an actual. That is a 10-foot net.
Okay,
If
I
it
thought
was 8 foot, I would have slam dunked on that motherfucker. Are you kidding
true,
me?
true.
But
Um,
yeah, no.
but the first move you do between the legs with your leg up in the sky is like a third
Well, that
grader.
was that was a little show. That was a little drive for show type of thing
Yeah,
for me.
Harlem
I
Globetrotter
don't
Johnny.
know. I don't know where my game is at. I can't shoot. I'm
Okay,
not going to give you the play. I'm giving you a playbook. I'm not going to. I'm giving. I can't be giving you a playbook.
I mean, it'll be pretty obvious when you go to get up shots and you can't shoot.
Yeah, Judah's. This is going to be a masterclass because just like the dialogue before me and you stretching it out, it's going to be a great dialogue. I'm excited for the video. I think it's going to be the funniest video we've ever done because
I know
it's
I'm gonna be like sweaty and
it's
very
going to be all time.
yeah.
It's
Like
going to
you're
be.
the one thing I'm just worried about is you just run circles around me. But like we're playing 1-on-1, and if you can't shoot, you're gonna have to get to the rack, and you'll have
And
two
that I can't
90
do.
standing
That I
front.
can't. That I can't do either. It's gonna be. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for it. I don't know where my game is at. It's gonna be all time video. It's gonna be hilarious. Um, and I think it's just gonna be the funniest thing of all time. And
So
speaking of the
what are the can we like make the rules here live?
okay, yeah. So the rules are gonna be. I think like I mentioned to you over text. It's 3 games to 7, best of three, right? So I think I'm just gonna make light work of you
Best
in
to three or best of three?
best of three.
Okay.
Because if we did best of three, it'd be an hour and a half
And
video.
everything counts as one.
Yes.
Okay.
Should we do two? May
I mean, if there's a 2 point line, like a 3 point line, it should be two
Yes, that's
from
a good
there.
point, I guess. Okay. Yeah. If
Yeah.
there's a 2 point line, we'll count it. We'll see. I mean, these are your home court, right? This is your home court near your work. So
No, it's
that's,
not.
I'm not
It's
an
not
excuse
near my
guy,
work.
but
It's not near my work at all.
okay.
It's
But
in
I'm
the
not an
same.
excuse guy, but like I said, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see what happens with you. We're playing on your home turf. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I got to do cardio tomorrow. So I'm not, like I said, not an excuse guy, but
I mean, yeah,
might
and
be a
I
little
haven't
bit
done
tired.
cardio in a decade, so
Might be a little bit tired. But anyways, let's go into the next thing. Speaking of the Monday, the Twitter Spaces. Um, you don't realize how funny it is in the moment, and I really fucked it up by not saving it and like recording it because there's an option before you click it. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was. I was only going to make it for like an hour or so, and it ended up being a 3 hour, 4 hour thing on the Twitter Spaces. So you had no idea about this, right? You were like playing hockey or something like that, or did you know this was taking place? Like
No,
where
no,
were you at with it?
no. I left the stream in what, the seventh inning or something. And we went to go play hockey like I do every Monday night.
Yeah,
And I came. I'm the worst texter and driver of all time. Sorry, it's not even texting. It's just like scrolling Twitter and driving.
yeah,
And I see Twitter Spaces, so I hop in. Like I didn't really have an intention of talking for that long. I just wanted to join in, say hi, and then get out of there.
yeah.
That was at 9 or like 10 o'clock. At I remember getting off my phone at 12:30 and just being like, "What the fuck were we into for that long?"
It was a real where were you moment in Blue Jays history. We gained a ton of followers. There was a couple of Gate 14 haters in there, which I said credit to me for not kicking them out. It was just
The
people
best thing
vibing.
you said, and Levi, who I work with, came in and said this. You told a 13-year-old kid to make his parents breakfast in the morning.
You're damn right I did. So this kid hops in. God
Yeah,
is good was his
can
name.
you do some highlights for you, like some of your favorite parts of the space?
So okay, yeah. So my favorite part was that kid hops in. He's like 13. I don't know how old he is. And the first time he hops in, his mic isn't working. So I kick him. And then he joins again. I'm like, you know what? I'm a guy of second chances. He joins back, and then he's like, hi. And I mean, that's how he was talking. He was like a child, literally like a 13-year-old. So I was just giving him life advice. I was saying, listen, man, enjoy your 13s. Do not let the Toronto Blue Jays affect you. And make sure you respect your grandparents, respect your parents, and you know what? Tomorrow morning, wake up early and make your parents breakfast. Be a good kid. And it was, I mean, it was all time stuff. I don't know what I said wrong. It was hilarious. It was all time. And there was a couple other funny parts, like the voice reveal for a lot of guys that don't talk, like YJs and like Seth and all these guys, or Seif. It was just a real where were you moment. Like, just the funniest part, in my opinion, was how we ended it, Avery. Was the guy that was not following us. So I was kicking everyone that didn't follow us that was trying to talk. This guy wasn't following us, starts talking, giving a little dialogue about who has to be better on the Toronto Blue Jays, yada yada yada.
Well, he was just naming off the whole team. It was
He
actually
was
kind of
naming
fun.
off the whole team. And then I said to him, okay, you're not following us, kick him. And then I was like, you know what? I'm a guy of second chances. Join back. And this guy had no idea that I was going to kick him again. You knew it, obviously. Everyone with a brain knew I was going to kick the guy. He joins back, says two words. I'm like, I'm just kidding. Get the fuck out of here. And kicked him. And that's how we ended it. And it was just, like I said, it was a real where were you moment in Blue Jays history, man. It was, I don't even know how else we could describe it. It was just everyone coming together, venting together with their most outlandish takes. In my opinion, it was like obviously I'm biased, was like a better version of Blue Jays talk, because there was swearing. We were kicking people out for being homophobes. It was all time. It was the best thing ever. It really was.
I had a very good time just listening to it, because I was in the car, obviously on the Bluetooth, and that sounds like fuck. So you're just like, get out of there. And I just listened to it instead of turning on music on the way home. And I enjoyed myself the whole time. It was fucking awesome.
But the thing is, this is our thing, though. People want me to do this after every game. You can't. It takes away the beauty of it.
That's where I was at with streaming at first. Like,
you think so?
that's where I was at first. And then it was like, okay.
Then it's like grown pretty big. Yeah. The thing is, it's like, I feel like I should only be doing it after losses,
Devastating
maybe.
losses.
Yeah, but
because you don't want it to be a suck fest. That's not as fun. When you get to...
I want to hear the crazy takes, like Blue Jays Bat Boy saying John Schneider was fired from a source that he trusts 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Yeah. It just, you want to hear that stuff. So it's all time, but it was an all time moment. And
I think I kind of got duped for that, because I just checked all the comments and I didn't realize when you comment on a space, it's just a tweet.
Yeah.
And everyone was, all of the classic crew, Zoobs, and those guys were calling for Blue Jays Bat Boy to reveal.
And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this source bullshit, because there is no goddamn accountability in the source game. Like, some may argue that I have accountability. If Horwitz didn't get called up, I would have owned up to it. But I got to talk about this fucking crumb bum coward, Howard Berger, who used to work for Fan 590, just throwing takes out there at the wall with no accountability, not owning up to having a dog shit fucking take or source, with the Don Mattingly being new manager. You can't just tweet shit like this with a 350,000 views and then there's no follow-up. There's no follow-up. You just no, I fucked up. None of that stuff. He just ignores that it happened. There's no accountability. What are we doing here? Have a spine. Like, just at least acknowledge, like, oh, I guess my source wasn't real, or at least make a joke out of it. Like, what are we doing? You just that's it. You just tweet this crazy thing. Blue Jays Twitter, who was very, very vulnerable at the time, obviously, everyone believes it. And next thing you know, you just run away and hide, pick up your ball and run away. You can't be doing that, Abe. The hell's that?
No, I mean, you know who else used to work for the Fan 590?
Michael Wilner. I wonder if he
kind of cut from the same cloth. Johnny.
Yeah, it must be something in the water, except for our guy Blake Murphy, obviously. But yeah, it was a crazy night. What, like, Blue Jays bat boy coming in and then saying, yeah, like, I trust my source 6 out of 10 while he's like talking in the middle of his car. It was just it was all time. It was all time, and I couldn't believe there's just no accountability with Schneider being fired. And I will not stop until that guy says, yeah, I fucked up. I will not sleep until he admits it. That's all I'll say. Another thing, devastating news, Jock Night was canceled. The boys are supposed to go out, all the burners, me, Avery, canceled. You hate to fucking see it. But when one door closes, Avery, another opens. Shania Twain Friday night. That is going to rule. Like I said, I've told this story multiple times. Last time I was at Shania Twain, I smoked weed and I wasn't a weed guy. I took a massive bong hit. I was with these two girls, like my two friends, and I was playing Fortnite. I was trying to impress her brother because I was like, this is one of my best friends, and her brother's a beauty. So I took a massive bong hit, started playing Fortnite. Next thing I know, I am passed out in the bathroom in my underwear and just like a Hawaiian t-shirt, begging Alex, who is her name, call an ambulance now, please call an ambulance. She's like, this was when weed was illegal in Canada, illegal. So she's like, I'm not calling a fucking ambulance, dude. Like, I'm not calling an ambulance. I just remember the Shania Twain concert. I went full idiot zone. Like, it was at Budweiser Garden. Is that the one in London? And it was just all moms there, like just all moms just dressed up like they're going to like a show. And it's just me and these two girls. I'm wearing sunglasses inside, Hawaiian shirt. We are just blackout. I don't remember any of the concerts. Shania walked past us. It was, I need to make my redemption Friday night at Budweiser stage. So that's the whole point of this. Avery, are you not a concert guy? What's up with this?
No, I do like concerts. Every time I don't go to many country. Like, I don't love country music. Like, I'll listen to it.
I don't either, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. It's just going out, but it's just like too expensive for me for shit that I don't really care about. Like, every time I go to a concert, I think to myself, I should go to more concerts. But
yeah, that's where I was at last week with Luke Bryan. That's why I'm going to this. I might do the trifecta and go to Eric Church next week. I might just do the triple crown. We'll see what happens with that, but I don't know what it is, man. Country concerts are just the best, dude. Like, everyone's just there to have a good time. You have these people wearing cowboy boots, like, just it's people from all walks of life at this country concert. It's all time. I love country concerts.
I did the Vladdy pulling fly balls tweet. I just tweeted it right
now. Oh
no.
So Avery this is a fucked up tweet. I'm not going to talk about this on the pod. You'll see it. Just look at Avery's Twitter and you'll see it.
Maybe I'll have to have it deleted at some point, but I think it'll do numbers. So
it will do numbers. It will do numbers. Avery, what are your thoughts on that video of me fielding ground balls at short that I just tweeted?
I'd seen that. You're in Vegas doing that, aren't you?
yeah. It's at I don't know what field that's at.
Is it
it's at Desert Oasis High School.
Is that Bryson's high school?
Yes, yeah. Where they have his like jersey retired and stuff like that.
You actually make like one athletic play that looks pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. There's an athlete somewhere in here. There's an athlete somewhere in
but you're still in good shape, so it's like it shouldn't be that far away.
Yeah.
No, you throw on the run off the wrong foot.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I know.
This is bad. This is just bad radio because no one can see it. But yeah, it's just you just look at my Twitter. You'll see the video of me just putting on an absolute masterclass at shortstop, the shortstop that Bryson Stott built. Anyways, let's go into the next thing. We have potential history happening next week, Avery. You know what history that is? I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna ruin it. But I tweeted it. There is a potential meet and greet at the Rogers Center on the field with the guy that is our white whale. a guy that we have been pumping the tires of for a very long time. I'm not going to say the name because we pump tires of a lot of people, but just expect, I'm not going to jinx it. There is some serious history that could be happening next week. All right.
International relations could be.
It could be something very serious. This might be the picture that will break the internet. This will be our most liked. This will be our most commented on. Just stay tuned. Everyone just hold on to your buttons. Say a prayer for the Gate 14 boys every night until then, because we might be doing something serious next week. All right. That's all I'm going to say. But the next thing I want to talk about is I tweeted this the other day. Have I told the Las Vegas strip club story on here?
I don't remember off by heart, so I don't think so.
So I'll tell the story. This is the most insane story, and we're just shooting the shit. People like the longer podcast. They like the life stories. Here's the life story. So when I was 19, or I'm going to say 18. No, 19. We went to this 18 plus strip club in Las Vegas, which, let me just say this. This is the craziest thing. There is 18-year-old strippers at this strip club in Las Vegas. It is 18 plus. There's no alcohol there. It's just all like, and I'm not a strip club guy. I know many people probably don't believe that, but I've only been to the strip club twice, and I hate every second of it. I think it's just disgusting. No disrespect to the women and all stuff like that. I just think it's gross place, like all the weird, creaky guys everywhere.
I mean, if
you know what I'm saying,
if you're a strip club guy, it's a weird.
You got a problem. You got a problem. But yeah. So, anyways, I was there, and we're with our guy we called Sugar Daddy. He paid for my first tattoo. He paid for my entire trip. And contrary to belief, a lot of people are going to say, what did you have to do for Sugar Daddy? He's just best friends with my buddy Keanu. And Keanu's family took him in when he was broke. And now he's like, I don't know what he's doing now. He might be a felon now.
I've deleted the Vladdy tweet.
He might be a felon now. But anyways, so he paid for my tattoo. He's like, do you want to go to Little D's? I was like, I don't know what that is, but sure. So we go to this strip club called Little D's, right? And he hands me $1,000 cash. $1,000 in ones, and we get our own private booth at the strip club. Okay. And
the 18 plus strip club.
Yes. And I am like with Keanu, I'm like, can I pocket this? Like, I'll tweet the picture tomorrow. If 3 people tweet on me, I'll tweet the picture of me holding the $1,000.
Picture
yes. So he hands me the $1,000 in ones, and I'm like, I've never had that much money in my hand in ones, obviously, in my life. So I just. A stripper comes up and I just throw the full $1,000 at her. I'm like, whatever, fuck this. And it was raining like a motherfucker. I was Rain Man in this piece. But anyways, so halfway through the night, there's this stripper that's off duty. I don't know if it's called off duty, not working.
She's undercover stripper
in the left booth. She's undercover, and she's off work. Her boyfriend's there. She's getting her boyfriend's lap dances from all the other girls. And she's
getting her boyfriend lap dances from
the other girls, like her coworkers, because she works at this place. And she starts coming over to our booth and starts getting like touchy with us, like pushing us, like just really drunk. Like she's like pushing us, all that type of stuff. So Keanu is the guy in JUCO that when he got drunk, he pissed all over my buddy's laundry. So this guy's a menace to society. So the girl comes over. And we're already talking to the strippers. We're like, man, we got to get this girl away from us. Like, she is so annoying. She's like, whatever. She's face to face with Keanu, spitting in his face while she's talking. So Keanu looks back at her and goes, stop spitting in my face, Sammy Sprinkler. Just fucking waterworks all in her face. So she goes to swing on Keanu, misses. The stripper beside Keanu right hooks her, flips the table onto me, like a hookah table. And I am covered in hookah. Like the table gets flipped, covered in hookah. The cops come and we got to file fucking police reports saying we're banned from Lil D's strip club in Las Vegas when we did nothing. And Keanu, the little instigator, was screaming, stop spitting in my face, Sammy Sprinkler. It was the craziest sequence I've ever been a part of. I was like 18. This was like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'm giving fucking police report on stripper fights that Keanu started. It was all time. It was an all-time night. Vegas rules, man. It rules. I highly recommend to go there. You've never been, right, Dave?
No, I've never been. I would love to get down there at some point. But that's fucked. Strip clubs just aren't. Yeah, it's just not my thing, man.
I hate it.
The best bar in Sudbury, though, I will say this, was run by the Hells Angels.
Really?
and it was half bar, D floor, and half strip club.
Are you serious?
So it was fucking sick. Like you could, like you'd go over, you'd go like start drinking, D floor, band, everything, like good spot for a Sudbury Saturday night, and then you'd just go over and then just strippers there, and you'd see one of your buddies like on the stage getting his ass whipped for $5. Just an all-time spot to just be able to go back and forth.
I can never be.
I just heard it burned down too, so definitely tax purposes with
yeah, oh yeah, tax evasion or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, that wasn't a coincidence. No disrespect, obviously, Hell's Angels. No disrespect, but yeah, no, it's strip clubs are a weird spot, man. I can never really get into them, and I'll never understand.
And I don't think you want to be known as the strip club guy in your group
for sure, but I can never like. I never understand when like you have buddies that are like they're drunk and they're like, let's go to the strip club. I'm like, oh, you want to
only way that's really good, and I think it plays is when the strip club is the only place open like 2 hours later after the bar. So it's the only place you can go drink. I think that's when it's like that's fine to go to. Like I would never end my night early to go to a strip club.
I just I can never get into it. Like you want to spend $300 more? Like sure, I guess. I don't know. It's just yeah, it's a weird spot. It's a very weird spot.
And imagine being a regular at the strip club.
That's what I'm saying. And you see those guys all the time, and you know those guys are disgustingly like they're married and they're just like they hate their families.
So much money.
Yeah, they hate their families. Their wife has no idea they're there. It's just that's a place you just don't want to be. It's just a place you don't want to fucking be at the end of the day. But yeah, anyways, that's my strip club story. I thought it was an unbelievably funny story. It's just crazy shit that happens in my life. Like that was, I went there for Keanu's baby shower and we fucking, yeah, it was just an insane story. But next thing I want to talk about is shout out to all of the Gate 14 listeners in Kempville. You don't realize how big this show is until you say something like you're in Kempville on stream, and then you get 5 DMs. Hey, Johnny, we know what hotel you're at. Can we come to your hotel? Anyway, yeah, I was shooting the shit.
Are you like the only hotel in the place?
No, there's 3. There's 3 or 4.
And they're probably all in the same.
I think I said on stream, yeah, I was at the Best Western or whatever. And yeah, these guys just pull up and shot the shit, just normal dudes. And then they got me to make a video for their baseball team, the Seaway Surge, and made a video for them, and hopefully that went well. And I might have endorsed teenage drinking on there. I don't remember what I said, but I might have said something along those lines. Yeah, you love whatever. I mean, shout out to those guys though. Russell,
I also dealt with someone who listens to the show. I was going Dawn's early morning.
Of course, yeah, you got to.
You're
the coffee guy. You're the coffee
guy. Right before work, I love their iced coffee and a nice little egg McMuffin in the morning. Great start to the day. And this guy's in a work truck, and I see he's just staring. Couldn't be staring at me like harder. I was thinking he was like looking through me. That's how much he was staring at me, and he was just kind of like walking around in circles while I was getting it. And I didn't want to like because I don't want to be that guy. Just be like, hey, like, do you know me? Do you want to talk to me or something? Because obviously I 99.9% of the people don't fucking know who I am. And then I see that he's DM'd the Gate 14 account a picture of my car in the fucking drive-through.
Legendary shit, all-time shit. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to that kid as well. That was hilarious, and being respectful.
But that's just where we're at, right? You can't really go anywhere without thinking that if you don't want to be seen at this point, we're gonna get seen.
Yeah,
someone's gonna.
Would be a shame if I'm on a date night with a rocket and I get seen from a Gate 14 listener and they get a picture of it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go into Blue Jays talk, man. The Monday game, let's just not even talk about it. There's nothing really to talk about. Ernie Clement pitched, which was kind of cool. I will say this: 5 of the slowest registered pitches of the night, or 7, I think it was. He was throwing the knuckleball.
He was.
He was a knuckleballer that night, and I will say this, I will always respect the position player that goes in the game and just starts throwing weird ass pitches that he has no, like, you know what I'm saying? He was throwing a knuckleball. He was letting the knuckleball eat and just throwing 68. Just if you're going to go there, either just throw gas as hard as you can, or just come at us with that nice little knuckleball slurve shit. Fuck it. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, no, Monday, one of the worst streams we've ever done.
Yep.
For sure. That we stayed on for.
Yes.
That's crazy that we just kept going because
Yeah, we
that
shouldn't
should have
have.
been kiboshed pretty fucking quickly. That was a disgusting effort.
It was
Um,
the worst effort ever.
I don't know
It was
what more I can say about that. They were, yeah, it was a bullpen game for the Marlins and just flat from the start.
I think what we have to do now is start calling the Jays to lose series because they ended up winning it. I think I said they were going to lose 2-1 in the series, and you said they were going to get swept or lose 2-1. I don't remember what you said, but it was something along those lines about the series.
Yeah.
That game couldn't have been more rock bottom. Avery, was that game rock bottom of the season? I think it might have been. That might have been rock bottom.
I felt way worse on Sunday than I did on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, can you go lower than rock bottom? Because I think rock bottom was that loss Sunday, and then it was just piled on top, more rocks on top of you.
Yeah, it was bad. That game was. Yeah, what happened Sunday was a kick in the dick, and then while you're on the ground like wheezing, you got RKO'd and you got punched in the face. That's what happened Monday. It was just back to back hell. It was terrible, especially after an off day too. Sorry, not an off day, right? No, especially just right after it. It was like no ripping of the Band-Aid. It was we're in nightmare fuel. We're in nightmare fuel territory. But yeah, that game sucked. Let's go into Tuesday's game, man. Are we ready now? Are the fucking haters, the analytic nerds, ready now to say that Yusei Kikuchi is a good pitcher? Like, are we ready to say that? His ERA is under 4, Avery. Like, what more does this dude have to do?
I think if we said like what would be good from Kikuchi and anything under 4 or 5 would be serviceable. And I think now we're under that, so we're laughing with Kikuchi. One of his better starts of the year, for sure.
Like, this is my thing, man.
Do you think it was better than the Rays start, original Kikuchi's corner, like 12 Ks or whatever it was?
Oh, no. That was the best. That was the best of all time.
Yeah.
That was, especially because it was Kuji corner, just the best we've ever done. But I mean, yesterday was, in my opinion, a more ballsy start from him because the Jays needed it. Bullpen was depleted. He goes 6 scoreless and shoves. No earned runs. Unfortunately, he didn't get the fucking win because this offense is pathetic. But that might have been the best he's looked besides that Rays one. He was commanding, didn't have a walk, didn't give up a home run, I don't think. Obviously, he didn't give a run. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, that was the best I've seen. I mean, he's back. He's a good pitcher. He is the least of this team's concerns. He really is. And he's been consistent too. He's been consistent.
I don't know if he's him as the pitcher is not a concern right now. He's kind of figured things out.
Yes.
But it's the roster construction that he's a part of is kind of the concern. Like, you can put Kikuchi out there, and again, it's nothing under 5 innings so far this year, right? Is that streak still going on?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay, then if it was the start.
Let me see. I'll look it up while you're talking. What were you going to continue to say?
Yeah, I don't think he's any part of the worries. He only gave 4 hard hit balls, just in total. So you got to be happy with the start from him. And again, we fucking love this guy. So to see him doing well, contributing to the team after last year, every single time he puts in a start like this, you're just pumped for the guy.
He's went 5 or more innings in 5 of his last 6 starts. I mean, what more could you ask for there? With a bullpen being depleted and there's no roster construction, of a 5th guy. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for, man. There really isn't. Like, he has been a serviceable, honestly, a guy that a lot of teams would kill for to have as their 5th fucking starter. Like, who are we kidding here? He's a lefty that throws 96 with pretty good off-speed stuff. So Kikuchi, man, and you know what happens after that? Just when you thought it was dead, and I'll be honest with you, man, I thought the season was over when they couldn't score. I mean, they're facing a really good pitcher, obviously. Who hits the leadoff double? Santiago Espinal hits a double, and who cashes him in? Ernie Clement. That's the start of the World Series DVD right there. That's the start of the World Series DVD. An Ernie Clement bloop hit. Or I don't know if it was a bloop, actually. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was.
A bloop hit to score Santiago Espinal to save the fucking season. Are you kidding me?
The same inning, George Springer swings 3-0 broken bat bloop to score the next run. The Toronto Blue Jays, we haven't seen them since opening day, but they are fucking back. And they did it today nonstop. But yeah, you say Kikuchi and Ernie Clement saving the season is not something I had on my bingo card.
Yep, shout out Doc. Yeah, it's just Ernie Clement, he's a grind, and this is what you're talking about with just depth guys. Like he hasn't gotten that bat.
Ernie Clement's not a depth guy.
Well, he is technically a depth guy. I'm just speaking in terms of this. This is a guy that hasn't gotten an at bat in God knows how long. Comes off the bench, right?
Yeah.
Comes off the bench and scores a run for a team that hasn't scored a run in like 23 innings or 25 innings or whatever it was. It's just that's the start of the World Series DVD. Ernie Clement, little bloop single. The Bloop Jays are buzzing. It was
you know who I think is actually good?
Who?
Tyler Heineman.
Really?
I think he's actually good. He's not better than the two we have, but when he got another knock again today, he usually gets all the bunts down that they need him to in the 9-hole. I don't know what his framing metrics are, but I feel like he calls a pretty good game. And
well, Gossman loves throwing to him too. He's caught which has got to be
which has to say something for his abilities if your number one pitcher wants to throw to him every time, right? Or is comfortable throwing to him.
It's not a bad comment to make, and this is where I'm at though with this, Avery. Like, let's say come playoff time, right? God forbid if this team makes the playoffs, do you put Heineman on the bench? Like, is he one of the bench guys? Because he is a he's a switch hitter that can show he can hit the ball decently.
No, I don't think you do.
Are you serious? You don't put Heineman on there?
They did it last year, right? The same thing where they didn't worry to call up a catcher and they just went 2. And they do it all year. So I don't think they would do it. As much as it seems to make logical sense, I don't think they do. Yeah,
it's just he's looked substantially better at the plate than those two guys, man. I mean, obviously, I'm not sure. I don't hate watching his at bats too. I like his stance. I don't know if this is just Manalytics. I love his stance. I really like his stance. I don't know. It might just be the lefty thing. I just love lefty stances. I'll always love lefty stances. I always have a little kink for lefty stances. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But that was another win that you have with the Toronto Blue Jays where you're like, did this feel good? Like, did this win feel good? Because I'll tell you what, I was still kind of mad after that win. I didn't even post a TikTok after it. I was like, whatever. This is another win that you have to hope your starting pitcher goes 7 scoreless, right? Yeah. It was just another classic Toronto Blue Jays win. I saw a tweet today. I gotta look it up, but it's something along the lines of in the bottom of the 9th inning where the runner has been.
I saw
the tying runner. You saw that too. Josh Goldberg retweeted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Jays have won 12 games this month. Shout out James and T.O. Toronto Blue Jays have won 12 games this month. Here's how tight those wins have been. So this is where the tying runner has been in the 9th inning. At bat, on deck, on first, on deck, in the hole, on deck, at bat, on third, on second, at bat, at bat, at bat. So every single game, dude, every single game they have won, there has been a chance for or almost every single game they've won, there's been a chance for a catastrophic 9th inning meltdown. It's just never easy, Avery. It's never fucking easy.
No, then even today, Pete Walker came out for Jordan Romano in the 9th, and it's like, pretty sure to face before he faced Yuli Gurriel in the 9 slot. What did you possibly need to tell Jordan Romano against Yuli Gurriel right now? But that's where we're at. Tyler Heineman hits 211, by the way.
Okay, never mind. He might not be.
Well, no, man. I'm going off Manalytics. I think he's pretty good.
I can respect that. I'm always in for.
He made that play where he bounced on the squibber in front of him. I forget which inning,
and threw it to third.
Threw it to third, went to first, and seemed quick there. Kirk's not making that play.
Jano might
maybe makes that play, but that was a play where I was like, okay, that's fucking.
He's like the Magic Man in Talladega Nights. Now you see me. Now you don't.
Well, he's literally the Magic Man.
He is literally the Magic Man. I love that guy. Maybe we'll run him back on this fucking podcast. He was electric. But it was just a tough win. I mean, a win that again makes you feel disgusting. But let's talk about the good wins. All right. Today, the Toronto Blue Jays just like they always do, when they face a guy who was an NL Cy Young winner last year, maybe one of the best pitchers in the game. Is he struggling right now? Sure, he is. And they just fucking put him on a leash and dog walk him in the second inning, right? And
Yep.
I'm not even talking the big dogs are doing this. We're talking the middle to bottom of the order. Like Biggio's hitting line drive doubles to score guys. It's just the entire bottom of the order was the reason why they pretty much won that game today, right?
Yep. No, there was that one inning where they just scored a fuck ton of runs, and I believe that was the first 5-run inning the Jays had since the Rays series.
Oh,
and
nice.
that would have been in the 9th or 8th inning against all the position players pitching.
It's not great, man. Like I'm just looking here from the production. So in the second inning, Matt Chapman leadoff double, Calvin Biggio double, Santiago Espinal single, Kevin Kiermaier single, Kevin Kiermaier steals second, George Springer single, Whit Merrifield single. Like this is how you string together from the bottom just these weasel at bats. And I'll tell you what, Calvin Biggio looks good. Like I'm still a hater. Don't get me wrong. We're both probably still haters, right, Avery? I'll be honest with you. I will always be a Calvin Biggio hater no matter what. He can win a World Series MVP, and I'll still be in the back of my mind like, I fucking hate this dude. But he has looked decent. I mean, he's hitting 250 in his last 30 games with a 324 OBP and a 469 slugging. That's not bad for a guy that's a utility bat, right?
Nope.
So you got to give him his flowers, right? I mean, a guy that's not playing every day or playing at least every second or third day, he's holding his own in the lineup. I mean, today he scores Matt Chapman absolutely fucking shit on a double down the line on Sandy Alcantara. Where are you at with Sandy, by the way, Avery? Like, what? I can't tell this guy. He looked so good the rest of the game, but that inning he was just leaving cock shots and giving up hits to Espinal and Biggio and Kiermaier. It's like, what? I would be so frustrated if I was a Marlins fan watching that guy pitch. I would.
Well, no, I think if you're a Marlins fan, obviously mad about Sandy's not pitching well, but you have that record with potentially the best pitcher in baseball being one of the worst pitchers in baseball. So just think if he figures it out sometime soon. But again, it's him and Manoah, guys who threw so many innings last year.
Yeah.
Who are now struggling. So, I mean, I'm not going to break down Sandy's mechanics. I'm not going to be able to tell him what's wrong by that. But no, it's very, very interesting with a couple of these guys. The decline, kind of Dylan Cease thing as well. But all the guys top 10 innings pitched last year, look where they're at right now. And it's
so what do you do? Like if you're in an organization, like let's say that guy that pitched on Tuesday, what's his name for the Marlins? The 20-year-old?
Oh, Yuri Perez.
Yeah. So what do you do if you're the Marlins with Yuri Perez? Like, what do? Do you just like rest him or sit him for like 2 or 3 weeks? Like, because this is a guy that's young as fuck and throws 98 and is this maybe, in my opinion, like the best young pitcher in baseball or has the best stuff.
Sandy's not hurt, so I don't know why you would go away from it. The Marlins are one of the best teams in baseball at developing pitching. They have 2 of their best prospects hurt. Sixto Sanchez, who you thought,
oh my God, that dude's disgusting.
But he hasn't been getting a while, shoulder injury, I think. And then Max Meyer from Minnesota was one of their prospects and got Tommy John last year. They have so many good arms ready to come up there. So maybe we should poach some of their front office guys so we can develop a starting pitcher for once in our lifetime.
It's just, and now this is completely off topic, but do you see what that motherfucker Julian Merriweather's doing? This is the highest velo he's had in his career.
He's throwing 105 miles an hour for the Cubs right now.
That was like
what
is our pitching development?
That was like Ryan Borucki last year, who was good for that random 3 weeks or month long when he got moved.
Yeah, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just I don't get it. Like, how come?
Well, it shows every time someone leaves, they get better from here. You're doing something wrong.
It's a good point. I mean, it's fucking insane. Julian Merriweather looks like goddamn Roger Clemens, Felix K-Rod coming out of the bullpen throwing 101.7. I don't get it. I will never get it. Yeah, but keep continuing to go into that game. Man, this This bullpen is something serious. But I'll tell you what, though, Avery, what really pisses me off with this offense is they'll score 5 and then just refuse to score the rest of the game. Is that
Yeah.
not the most aggravating thing ever? It looks
No.
like they were going to beat a team 10 to 15 to nothing, and then they just refuse to score for the remainder of the game. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that's take the foot off the gas pedal, not a sign of a great team yet. Right? Like any
It was the
team,
Brandon Belt difference, though. That's why they won today.
the average penis size went through the roof when he was
Way through the roof. Way through the roof. I mean, George Springer 2 for 5 today. We got to talk about Vladdy, dude. What? He was the only dude today without a hit. The entire lineup today got a hit. Vladdy to the Florida Complex League? Like, where are we at with this fucking guy?
He's still, the thing about him hitting the ball on the ground is they will find holes because he hits the ball so hard. So the counting stats besides the home runs aren't going to be affected to people who don't watch that often. Because I saw some Twitter guy just say, yeah, he's pulling the ball more.
Yeah,
than
fuzzy.
normal.
That he was not pulling the ball more than normal. They pulled out the heat map and he's not. He's actually, it's like one of the blue areas is the pull side. So it's so frustrating because Avery, you and I will reminisce and we will watch these videos of Vladdy turning on 96 and sending it to the top of the flight deck. And now he's turned into some sort of slapdick Ben Revere hitter. I don't get it. I really don't get it. He has less home runs now than Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, I saw that's disgusting. Yeah, so he's pulling the ball 36% of the time, which is 2% less. He's hitting less ground balls than he ever has. Or sorry, one percentage point more than 2021. And he's hitting I don't fucking get it, dude.
I don't either, Abe. I really don't, man. It's
his barrel percentage is good again. I guess it's like launch angle stuff that you're worried about. He's hitting 358 off fastballs, 352 against sinkers.
Wow. So it's
he has a 322 expected batting average against sliders. He's hitting 250.
That I don't get that then. Whatever. It's a weird dialogue to have. That
it's pretty obvious he's just not, the fly balls that he hits, which are very few of them, are not pulled and don't leave the park. That is quite literally what's happening, and we can't do a damn thing about it.
Nothing. We can't do anything about it. It's just we're gonna have to just start celebrating singles like they're home runs for Vladdy now, because those home run days might be gone. Those might be gone. But another bright part of today's game is we got to talk about this motherfucker, Eric Swanson, this bullpen. I mean, you go Swanson, Richards, Romano. They 3, 6, 9 outs. They got only 2 base runners in 3 innings. Eric Swanson, his arm is going to fall off at some point, right? Does it not feel like he's pitching 8 times a week?
Yeah, it really does. And in the biggest spots every single time. Yeah,
like he had to face the top of the lineup today, or I think it was going to the top of the lineup.
Yeah,
it's like, and I will give my respect to John Schneider for realizing Gausman was struggling, obviously, and putting in Eric Swanson, saying "fuck it, let's go Swanee here. Let's put our big dog in here." I'm just scared that Swanee's gonna just have dead arm, man. This guy's pitching every goddamn day, it feels like.
But he wasn't that many pitches, I didn't think, today.
But he looked great though, man. He looked great. I mean, got him out of a jam.
And again, it's Gausman to Swanson, like it is every fucking time.
Yeah, but the thing that I really liked about that today was, 1, going to him early, and 2, he comes in with runners inherited. Gausman struggling, obviously. The tying run, I think, was either at the plate or on deck. And what is he? He gives you 3 outs. Bingo, bango, bongo. Just like what you're supposed to do. And you know who they go to next? Trevor goddamn
Crazy.
Richards.
I couldn't fucking believe my eyes.
I can believe it. He has one of the best changeups on the planet.
And that's why we should not be using him as an opener.
I agree. I agree.
He has earned leverage, and he got it today, and he fucking did great. So the leverage you need is at the end of the games, middle of the games. Obviously, you can lose the game at the start if you fucking suck.
Yeah.
But the big pitches come at the end of the game, and you want your guys. The
changeup
is really, really good. So Bone Francis is gone, right?
Yeah,
And I don't know when they're gonna need to use a bullpen game again, but
not till Canada Day.
okay. That's fine. Like I'm not gonna be happy to see Trevor Richards do that anymore.
Yeah, well, the
I
thing
can't
is
believe this is where we're at with Trevor Richards. Like what a goddamn surprise, Johnny.
his changeup is just too good to have him pitching out of like a opener role, man. He's like that would be like throwing. Obviously, it's a crazy comparison. That'd be like throwing Eric Swanson as an opener, like a guy that's supposed to be high leverage, right? I don't know. I love Trevor Richards. This is one of the greatest developments of the season, Avery, is Trevor Richards being a freak of nature on the mound.
Yeah.
It's the best. Let me pull up his bullpen stats because I know obviously his starting stats kind of got skewed after that Texas start, but I think MLB.com actually shows the bullpen stats if I read this correctly. As a reliever. Is it splits?
Yeah, you can do as a reliever through their splits.
So where do you see this? Reliever. 3.54 ERA. Not great. 28 innings, 194 opponent average. I'll take that. 1.18 whip. And honestly, man, if you look at his last, yeah, I'm not going to look at that. That's very skewed because of that Texas game. But yeah, no, this is the guy that shouldn't be opening. It pisses me off that he opens. Fuck it. Bring up what's his face? Thomas Hatch. Let Thomas Hatch open. Throw him to the Wolves. That's what you got to do. But yeah, great win today. Honestly, I'll say it. It felt good to win a game from the start to the end, not have to worry about coming back or any of that type of stuff. Just win from first pitch to the last pitch. So that felt good. I'm not going to say the B word, obviously, but another guy that we got to say the B word with, Avery, Chapsticks.
Back.
He is back. His last 2 or 3 games, he has been raking, smashing the ball, dude. And we're talking, he's not late on 93 anymore. He's pulling balls, like launching balls.
And he went backside gap for a double to start this game, right?
Yes. And that's like a sign of him being back.
100%. It's you stayed on the pitch, drove it the other way, and when it fucking just takes off when it gets out of the infield, like that's a good goddamn swing.
And I'll tell you a reason why we can say that he's back. His last 7 games, which is, in my opinion, when he started heat up, he's 7 for 24, 292 average, 370 on base percentage, and a 500 slugging. Like, these are the last 7 games which he's really turned it on for. So hopefully him being back, man, kind of takes the weight off of Vladdy, who's not doing that much at the plate home run wise or extra base wise. Vladdy's first extra base hit yesterday, being the first one he's had in like 10 days, is wild.
Yeah.
That's just like lock him up. Yeah. So great win today.
And no Bo today either. So
hopefully Bo's okay.
Yeah, SB had a decent game there. I really hope Bo isn't. I guess it makes sense. If you're a little banged up, day before an off day, get 2 days.
Yeah.
Little all-star break before and the actual.
You don't need Bo though when you got Brandon in the lineup. So but
I parlayed today the first pitch strike from Sandy and Kevin Gosman.
They both hit.
That shit cash. That was
really
awesome.
It's called a number, bro.
Plus 250.
That's called a number. That's just I don't really call a number. But speaking about that though, speaking about Canada, I got to talk about this. There is rumblings that Alek Manoah potentially can make his return on Canada Day. Please don't. Please fucking don't.
I want to enjoy my Canada Day.
This is a guy who hasn't pitched well in big moments. And you're going to throw him to the Wolves on fucking Canada Day?
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, they were talking about it on the radio. Or sorry, Ben Wagner, I think, brought it up on the telecast.
Please don't do that.
I would. That might be a Thomas Hatch revival game. 10 runs.
Do you think it could be worse than Thomas Hatch last year?
I don't know, because it is against the Red Sox, not against Tampa Bay Rays. But just don't do it, man. Just save us the misery. Save his mental health, by the way. The misery of doing this.
Yeah.
Throwing into the Wolves on Canada Day is absurd. I don't want to see him until after Canada Day. Or no, sorry, after the All-Star break. Is that a crazy take? I don't care. I don't want to see him until after that. Lord knows what he's doing in the complex league. They're just not releasing any stats. They're just saying,
he's not pitching in games. Like I said, like I thought he wouldn't. He's throwing like sim games.
Okay, so surely he'll be back.
We haven't heard anything other than the fact that he's thrown like 70 pitch sim games.
And there, yeah, that his spirits are high. I hope they
You
should be
saw
high.
someone said his spirits were high.
Yeah, they mentioned on the thing. They said his spirits are high. This that. I was like, oh god, here
That's
we
probably because he
fucking
gets to
go.
hang out with his good pal Ryu.
That's a good. I love Ryu. I can't wait for Ryu to be back. That gif of him waving the Canada flag
Yeah,
rules. I love Ryu. He
they
could, yeah.
they love that guy.
Jano told the story, right? Where they went to dinner and there was like a lineup wrapping around the fucking building to
Yeah,
get his autograph or just take a picture with him. He's a legend, man. I love Ryu. By the way, he was so good with the Dodgers. Like if you look at his stats, the contract year, he was insane.
he won the ERA title that year.
And he has the infamous video of Scott Boras, him and his wife watching Charlie play the fuck up, which is the greatest video ever. The greatest video ever. So let's go into the series this weekend, Ave. Big boy athletics in town. Friday, James Caprillion versus Chris Bassett. By the way, James Caprillion, known piece of shit for big leaguing me on a Fishing Official podcast. So fuck you, James. Game 2 is Jose Barrios versus Harris. Another mismatch for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hogan Harris has been for pitchers who've thrown more than 20 innings the last month, he has the 5th best opponent's batting average against.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then Sunday, it's our guy Kikuchi on the bump. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, because he put on Tuesday. They should sweep these motherfuckers. Let's make this clear. They should sweep these sorry motherfuckers, Avery. And I'm gonna say, if they don't, if they do you say the B word? If they don't, what do you do?
No. You can't sweep the A's and say the B word.
What if it's just like a dog walking from inning 1 to inning 9 on Sunday night?
If they score 30 runs in 3 games, you can say the B word.
Okay, that's a good clause. That's a great clause to have. That's a great clause. I respect that. Thank you for that. Thank you for talking me off the ledge of that LSU one, by the way. Let's go.
Fuck's sakes, man. I suck at fucking gambling right now.
Dude, but okay. Where are we? Does Vladdy hit a home run this weekend?
Hell no. On FanDuel, you can bet it, and I'm going to wait. Now he's gonna hit one, but you can
no way that's a bet.
Yes. Yes, it is.
No way. You could bet
100%.
Vladdy to not hit a home run this weekend.
Okay, well, it's when will Vladdy hit his first home run is like the bet.
On FanDuel.
Yes.
Fuck, that's criminal. That's mean. That's fucking mean.
And I was gonna put money on after Canada Day.
That's cruel, bro. That's fucking mean.
Yeah,
Come on. Have some fucking shame, FanDuel.
Where are these sports betting?
So what would be the odds on that then?
I don't know. You just like get the exact date too. It's pretty funny. Oh,
That'd
here it is. Vladdy's first Rogers Center home run. I'm here. After July 3rd or no home run in 2023 plus 300. It's the favorite.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at with Vladdy. That's where we're at.
June 23rd against the A's plus 430, 24th plus 500, 25th plus. I might do it the 24th plus 500.
Fuck it. Do it.
Against a lefty. Yeah, so you can bet every game up to July 2nd, but then after July 3rd or no home run is the favorite. So that
fires me up. That's where we're at with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yeah. And I will say this. I saw a video today of John Schneider in the dugout. Looks like he just ripped a shit ton of smelling salts. High-fiving. He has handshakes with the entire team. I'm back in.
Are you?
I'm back in.
He's not even the manager of the team.
True. Don Mattingly's 2-0 as the skip. Yeah, I guess that's a great point. I guess he is the manager. Don Mattingly 2-0. Any listener questions today?
Yeah, we have a couple.
Let's hear it. Thank you guys, by the way, for submitting this. I do like answering questions like this. This is fun.
Yeah, no, I got this one out kind of late. Again, if you want to ask the questions, Discord. That's where you get them. Listener questions. Okay. Jake is your dad. He wants to say top 3 songs, but I want you can't do it all the time. That's fucked. Top 3 songs like you're listening to right now. Your favorites.
Take It Off by Fisher,
That
obviously.
would have been in my top 3 what I'm listening to right now.
Yeah, because it's new. And it's in the Gate 14 playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Take It Off by Fisher. Let me see what I've just searched. Sprinter by Dave and Central C. That's a banger. And Soak Up the Sun by Sheryl Crow. That's what
Oh,
I'm listening right now. Those are the top
that was
three.
a Shenye family like staple. Soak Up the Sun.
That's
Always
such a banger.
always play
It just it goes nuts.
Okay, I'm listening to Fish Scale by NBA Youngboy right now.
Jesus Christ. Young boy.
I love NBA Youngboy. Like
He's the worst.
it's one of the
So
few things
dumb.
like my guilty pleasure. I'm in the car by myself. Youngboy is probably playing.
God damn
Young
it.
Boy, something Rod Wave, a little bit sad. I never thought I
Yeah.
liked sad, like kind of sad music, but then Rod Wave put me on, and then I've been
Yep.
listening to Rax Blue by Future a lot, little old song, but I've been back in on some old Future recently.
What am I supposed to do when he rags blue?
That song is so fucking good. Yeah, so that's what we're listening to right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say it's all Fisher songs. Like
I listen to a ton of house music too.
yeah, I really just listen to Fisher. So
yeah, in the Yuma, Chris Lake, if we want.
oh my god, that's a banger.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
That's a Gate 14 playlist track.
Okay, what's your favorite golf club when golfing?
60 degree.
That's a good one. D stick for me.
I can't hit the driver, as you know.
I can't hit my driver either, but when I hit it, I'm fucking really good.
I think it has to be the 60 degree for me because I love being 100 yards out and just grabbing a beaver pelt and just walk. I'm actually that's probably the only club that I'm good with. Yeah, I'd probably say 60 degree. That's
I'd go my 56. Hit
Yeah.
it like try and gas it up to 120, which is like kind of out of my
It's
range.
so cool to be good with it too.
Yeah,
when you're close to the green. It's all time.
All right. Do you guys think Bo reaches 3,000 hits by the end of his career?
Easy.
Really?
Easy. I think he easily does it. Are you serious? You think it's like up for debate? He's so young and he's leading the league in hits every single year. He already has 100 hits right now. I think Bo Bichette hits 3,000 hits easily.
Okay.
It's not even in his like 40s, 45, 50. And I'm going to clip this and tweet this. I think he hits it by mid 30s, early 30s. What is he at right now? Is this a crazy take?
See, I don't like stats and knowing if you're on pace for that is not something I'm good at.
He already has 600 career hits almost.
How old is he?
And he's younger than me. He's 25. He has 600 hits and he's 25. He's going to easily hit 3,000. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's free. That's free as air. He's hitting six. He's going to get 3,000. God forbid anything happens, obviously, but he will. If he keeps up at this pace, it's going to be with ease.
Yeah. All right. And then one guy wants to know good bars close to the Rogers Center. He's flying in from Calgary. And he's
I got that DM too. It depends what the scene you're looking for. If you're looking for like a bar that turns,
don't go to like the Boston Pizza St. Louis Bar and Grills.
No, go to like a Belfast. Like Belfast isn't bad. What's that one you go to, Ave? Social child, Love Child, or Social Child?
I don't go to Love Child. We go to Amsterdam a lot before the game sometimes.
Yeah, Amsterdam's a good one.
Right
on the water
there.
Yeah, it's on the water.
I don't really know many good bars like before the game because I'll usually just get fucked up with buddies and then go.
Yeah, I'd probably say if it's the night scene, Belfast and that entire street probably. Like there's a Love Child there. There's two cats there, or there's two cats. I think it's called. There's tons of bars. Obviously, I mean it's not a hard thing to find. It depends what you're looking for, though, right?
Yeah, you can get after it.
I love Belfast. Where me and Luplo always go. Yeah.
That's it. Nothing.
Yeah.
More.
All right. So
I gave the prompt pretty late to the people, so
that's fine. That's fine. I guess the people are gonna have to deal with a.
Another one here.
Okay.
Why does Johnny not use contacts?
I can't put him in. I was never able to touch my eye, but now I am. So I'm thinking I might become a contact guy. I don't know how to use them though. Like, I'm scared they get stuck. That's where I'm at with them.
Okay.
I might become a contact guy because I love wearing sunglasses, obviously. Yeah, I might turn into that. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We'll see.
Someone just fake Photoshop or Vlad the Builder fake photoshopped Jose Batista into uh into a Gate 14 episode.
Yeah, that's fake news, guys.
Yeah.
Not happening.
But tomorrow,
Obviously.
tomorrow it is an off day.
Yep.
I'm guessing we'll 8 o'clock start, maybe.
Yeah, because it's only going to be like a 2-hour thing, probably, because there's
No,
no commercials.
no, the video's 3 hours long. I think they cut out commercials.
Oh, okay, so let's start at 7:30.
Just depends when our
Okay, we'll say 8. We'll say 8 to be safe.
8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock tomorrow, we are watching Game 5 ALDS.
I have chills even thinking about it. I have chills even thinking about it.
On the stream, and we'll be able to play it on the stream too. So you guys will watch it. It's not like where you guys have to turn on your TVs to follow along. We'll be watching it live on stream.
That's going to be, I have chills even thinking about that. Talk about getting good vibes going into the weekend for that. I need it. I love it. Fire me up. Yeah. So stay tuned for obviously all the content coming up. Obviously we have that tomorrow, Avery versus Johnny basketball game, tons of stuff coming in here. So, stay tuned. Love you guys. Thank you guys for the support. We always appreciate it. And, let's have ourselves a week. Let's sweep the fucking Oakland Athletics. And this is an easy stretch coming up here. We got to take care of business. We got to do what we got to do. Love you guys. Gate 14 forever. Keep following, keep doing all that stuff, and stay tuned for some, maybe some leaks of some Canada Day merch coming out. So I'm excited for that as well. So love you guys.